Hello, my name is Jennifer Lawler, and here is my Prezi presentation for EDU 630 on the 4 models of learning. The first model of learning that we'll be looking at is traditional learning, also known as face-to-face. According to Bocher and Conrad, a traditional course is a course that has no technology component. All information is delivered within the classroom. The benefit to this form of learning is that since this is the model of majority of high schools use, students are most familiar with this form. Lifetime learning and questioning also ensures more material could be covered in less time. One of the drawbacks, however, is that the physical space must be maintained, meaning that universities must devote a significant amount of their budget to the upkeep of the classrooms. Also, quieter, introverted students may not speak up within the classroom. And the final drawback would be the long commute or inclement weather may prevent students from attending class regularly. Students who may need additional resources and who thrive in active learning and project-based learning would find traditional learning ideal. For instructional strategies, the most common method seen is the Sage on the Stage or lecture format. However, instructors should also ensure that there is active learning, project-based, and cooperative learning occurring within this model. Some of the beneficial qualities of traditional learning is the instant feedback students receive from the professor, along with the additional resources available on campus. Traditional higher education has long held that community of scholars and inquiry is ideal for the construction of deep and meaningful learning. The next model of learning is web-facilitated learning. This is a course that uses a web-based technology to facilitate lessons. Professors would also use a course management system or web pages to post documents. The benefits of this form outweigh the drawbacks. First, students can receive information even if they are not able to attend courses, which means that distance, time, and weather are no longer an issue. Professors can also provide the face-to-face lecture live, which allows the web-facilitated course to mirror the same lesson as if they were attending the live course. Some of the drawbacks can include that if the course is facilitated incorrectly, the information may fail to address the principles of effective learning. Also, the methods to incorporate web-facilitated learning within the university can sometimes be blurred, which can hinder the learning process. The type of learners that would benefit from web-facilitated learning would be the students who can utilize technology and traditional learning students who may be interested in some of the components of an online course. For instructional strategies, the professors want to ensure that the learning activities can take place on standalone digital devices and that actual learning activities take place in a digital environment such as games, simulations, and training. What is beneficial about this format is that the increased education allowed by utilizing technology already familiar to many students. You will find this type of model in technical institutions and courses which information can be provided online, but the bulk of the training is required on campus, such as the medical field. Blended learning or hybrid learning is a course that blends the online and face-to-face delivery. A substantial portion of content is delivered online. Professors would typically use discussion and some face-to-face meetings. A study in 2009 found that the most commonly selected blended method was face-to-face instruction with supplementary online instructional material. The benefits of this format is that it allows students to engage in the learning outside of the classroom with synchronous tools such as web conferencing, Skype, and group chats, along with asynchronous tools such as discussion boards, blogs, and social networking sites. The drawbacks of this method is the lack of policy, computer skills, class size, and inadequate technological resources. The type of student who would benefit from the blended learning would be students who need flexibility and are independent learners. For instructional strategies, a student's cognitive presence was created and sustained when the instructor modeled how to facilitate the discussion in an effective way and when students felt comfortable to express and share their ideas in order to construct the knowledge and skills. With a combination of face-to-face and online instruction, many different approaches are found in the use of instructional proportion. technology tools, and instructional strategy. There are many benefits to this format. First, for students, blended instruction provides the active learning environment and the flexibility in using time and resources. For the faculty, instructional method provides more time to spend with students individually and in smaller groups, which improves the quality of interaction with students. The course are more likely to use this format would be instructors who can leverage components of online learning to make personalized learning scalable in a large introductory course. The final model of learning is online learning. Online learning is a course where most or all of the content is delivered online. There is typically no face-to-face meetings. The benefits of online learning is that you can update your skills with virtually no interruption to your career or personal commitments. The flexible format can fit all schedules, and the students can utilize the skills learned right away within the field. Students also are able to study where they feel more comfortable and productive. This format also provides interactive technology and offers threaded discussions with classmates. Some of the drawbacks can include that the knowledge of technology is a requirement to succeed, the dependency of the internet and access, along with that thoughts can be lost within the text and misinterpreted. Most of the students taking online courses are older than typical undergraduate students. These students are typically have full-time and jobs in life and are returning to school to obtain knowledge to further their career. For instructional strategies, there are usually discussion forum questions, which directly relates to synthetic interaction, which focuses on student-to-student communication, which was also found to be associated with higher-order thinking. Distributing teaching by student moderation can remove the authoritative influence of the instructor and encourage increased participation in discussion boards. One of the beneficial qualities of this format is that the online discussion forums is an effective tool to represent students' level of cognition during the learning process. Majority of universities now use some online learning. There are also many 100% online universities which students can attend. Fields such as business and education thrive within the online environment since there is so much information available, and those working within the fields need the most flexibility within time. To conclude, each model discussed within this presentation has their pros and cons. Not one format supersedes another. The type of learning module an individual chooses should match a student's needs and abilities. Personally, for me, blended learning and traditional learning works best. I need to remove myself from my daily life in order to succeed and concentrate. Finally, trends in educational technology drives the models and motivations of the universities to utilize the tools available.